Howdy, cadre. Bu- 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 where? Oh yeah, this is quite a change for the viewer. Huh. Oh, good, it's morning. Oh, I was gonna. Okay, yes. Um, what is all? Okay, let's. Uh, b, g, d, b, no, get, what? Okay, well, I was. Do we have the, yeah, what a great way to start the video. Yeah, my hard drive's kind of full, so I wanted to do something quick, and I thought, yeah, I don't know. I thought we'd tour what I've got for the wall so far. It's currently more of a road, which is partly how I realized I could take on this project is by breaking it into much more reasonable, smaller bites. And I don't know how long this took me. Boy, what would I guess? 10 hours? I don't know. We don't really have good water beneath us. I thought this might be an interesting challenge to, yeah, this here is kind of the western limits of what I plan to build, at least short term. I realize that I can easily extend it west further, but I thought spanning this river, or well, this valley, this cut in the plateau, the mesa with a mountain. What, I don't know what. Yeah. Anyways, we should get moving, because I was thinking that. Yeah, in this world, I spent a bunch of time in creative building this, so I thought it would. Whoa. Thought it would be interesting to. Well, this is not. I can't really stay right with. Okay, so we're gonna. Safety first. But this lets us see where we're at. Now I kind of outlined it in sandstone, and then filled it in with blackstone. And I realized I've kind of made a very modern. Well, not here really, because here it's wall, but anyways, the coloration looks like asphalt and markings. Okay, well this is. So yeah, on the west end here we start. I guess I don't really feel like digging up a lot of the. So yeah, on the west end here we got a nice dripstone cave. Then I've kind of marked lines at the. What is it, every 10 blocks? With some gilded black stone mixed in. And rather than doing any terraforming at this point, I just laid this stuff down on top, because I realized if I'm building a wall, you know, I've worked for civil engineers, and trust me, they dig into the ground to get the stuff, you know, leveled and flat, and you got to worry about sloping for both travel and drainage. This is kind of temporary. Well, this would be the wall, And I haven't decided what's going to happen yet, but I wanted to draw one edge in, and you know, to mark out the counting at least. All right, this is going to be more interesting. I might better split away from it, but so yeah, we've got a river inlet here. And did I do this? No, I think this was actually here. Anyways, I'm kind of building the wall around it, but yeah, another cave here, but I love that this just flows way down. Can't even see where it goes really. So there's plenty to explore in there too, but yeah, we're gonna have to put a ladder up here or something. Okay, well now I'm too low to jump on. Did I? No, I'm not. Oh, a waterfall is the answer. Yeah, so I don't have anything now yet. So that is part of the challenge. Not that this is a scary challenge. But I was curious to see if it would take multiple days to, it really shouldn't. Well, we're already at noon. So, yeah, I'm probably spending too much time yammering. Blather, scything, flibberty gibbeting, diddly bedaddling. So, yeah, the plan is to kind of smooth the road, but I've decided that these stages might as well be different, or at least slightly different materials, as if they were built at different times by different people with different methods. And yeah, this is the side that's going to be more of a wall, so I guess I started to build that up here a bit, but the thought is that in some areas that the ground has shifted underneath this wall and road, and that may explain why it just kind of gets absorbed into the hill here. You know, maybe the earth shifted and it got buried in an earthquake or landslide or whatever. But the thought is, you know, elsewhere that, you know, maybe if some of this ground shifted, you know, that this would just kind of slide down, so we've got some exposed dirt and kind of torn lines in the paving or whatever, if that's going on. But on one side I'll build up the wall and we should keep moving. I don't really want to run too much because I don't think I have much food. So on the right will be wall, and I just left trees as much as I could, which means in some cases the wall or the road just, well, I decided to, you know, the trunks are prioritized so that they realistically could still be growing. So wherever there was a trunk, I made a hole in the road or wall. And then that, you know, the edge takes priority over the leaves. So yeah, sometimes to get through here, yep. one has to jump off the road because of that. But I like that. That means there's sections where this will feel overgrown, and I'll build up this side of the road that the wall may take. I meant wall. The wall may take priority over some of these trees. Whoa, that was weird. Yeah, so here you can see what I was trying to say, that the surface blackstone kind of looks like it dripped down or melted. So maybe this is a half broken bridge. Maybe I'll continue the wall across this side here with some sort of archway underneath it or something. I still don't have a master plan. Yeah, here's another example. This looks just like it used to connect here, but has torn and fallen down at the key points. So but this is like the key thing that Minecraft allows is kind of a design philosophy that I learned in architecture school. Whoa, I'm going under. Okay. Which is yeah, you can make buildings. The kind of natural thing is, especially with a small home or shelter or whatever, you just build a small cube, on the ground. Now this is, yeah, I don't want to fall that far. Guess we'll go off. Okay. Yeah, it's cool seeing this just cut across the landscape. And I'm not sure where I'm going to build it up tall yet and where I'm going to leave it. I mean, here I've already chosen to start to build up the wall over this ravine, at least on the one side. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, the thing Minecraft's amazing for, I haven't slept recently, shoot. Okay, well, I think we've gotten halfway down the wall in one day, and now we're kind of in danger, and I don't have a shield. I could hide underneath something. Yep, that made me jump. Not really jump, but just certainly flinch. Okay. Coming back quick, huh? It's just all about timing. Mainly about timing with these guys. Whoop. He got hung up on the chain, or what happened? You can open your timing window by backing up a little bit as it swoops in. Huh, there's only one of those. That's good. Let's keep moving. Maybe we'll have 2 more attacks soon. They usually come in 3s, it seems like. Although I've certainly been in other dimensions where they come in large groups, especially if you move around. You just build them up. Like silverfish. So yeah, the road, oh, hey. The road kind of drapes over the landscape. And yeah. Yeah, here comes another one. I heard it. Hey, oh, that's a group of 3. Okay, I'm gonna get going downhill here, because I think that may help. This wall should help me protect me. It means they only have a couple angles they can come in from, and that's one of them. So instead of getting myself dizzy, of course this slows us down. It's going to be a 2-day trip. But that's what we're testing. for reasonable travel with not too much equipment. Am I gonna get hit in the back of the head here? Nope. Ha, you tried. Yeah. Sometimes you can get 2 swings in, but am I going swimming? Yep. Because I do not have a bridge here yet, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. Yeah, there's clownfish. Oh, he's gone? This is really what clinched the deal on this place. Is this crazy cut right here? And we've got a lush cave. Can I even get? Guess if I'm out. Nope. Oh god, yeah, this place is great. Wet bread. Ow. Bad timing. Wow, I guess they're ready to swoop even when you're in underwater. Doesn't seem like this is going great. Oh, they dive. I did not. Whoa. Okay, I did not know. Yeah, this is pretty scary. I'm out of bread. Am I gonna die? Is this where we die? Oh, we've got 6. That's what's going on. That is what's going on. Golden apple. Okay. Not excited about that, but I did it. Okay, we should get... Not underwater, but underground. But I think the quickest way underground may be... Ouch, that was bad. Underwater. Yep. Okay. Oh no, I couldn't get through here. What are we doing? Okay. Okay, hold on. This is pretty scary. I have rotten flesh. Getting kind of desperate. I should have a shield. Do I have a shield? And it's just not equipped. Nope. Don't see one. Okay. So, the whole point of this endeavor, as I was saying at the start, was I shouldn't be up here, should I? Yeah, this... Okay. It's got my heart going. That wasn't the purpose, though. Well, you know, I guess indirectly. The, I had... Yeah, no, that was bad. Oh, come on. Yeah, I shouldn't be running out in the open like this at night. This is... Oh, now I'm hearing javelins, or tridents. Okay, they're coming around the corner. Hoping this, slope shields us, whoa, there's the fortress. or whatever it's called, the Hanging Garden City. Oh, okay. Caves are great against these. Oh, these darn. What are they even called? I forget. These wraiths. Hey, spider. On the mood. Hey, other spider. You guys live here? Sorry. I needed the shelter. Alright, we got sunrise coming. Oh! I have no food. Without wood. Oh. Well, that makes things a lot easier. Oh. Yep. I hear you guys. I hear you. Loud and clear. You know, for a long time I didn't know what the phrase 5x5 meant. I ran across it in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. There was a character who eventually you learn grew up on a military base. Yeah, I didn't even know that was connected. Do I have? I don't have an axe. Okay. Anyways, I eventually learned that 5x5 is, you know, probably mostly used by the military, but it's more specifically for radio communications. It's two numbers on a scale of 1 to 5. I think the first is signal strength, and the second is clarity. I'm backing up on the road just so that we cover most of it. Over here it gets really weird. Like part of this hill just collapsed. It at least from my, you know, civil engineering brain, it looks a lot like this could have been, you know, some sort of underground cave that collapsed, sinkhole sort of thing, and this whole area fell down. Though it's hard to say. I guess these layers betray that a little bit. But anyways, so yeah, currently here we have a thing that collapses across, and I thought in these areas I might, you know, have a rebuilt platform. Anyways, so yeah, this is the other end of that that cut, and there's that lush cave. That, yeah, this whole area would just be amazing as, oh geez, don't fall down there. As a kind of, you know, walled city, naturally walled city, anyways. But the idea of laying this wall, this edge that's the bottom or the base of the wall at least, is to get the kind of the stuff lined in from a top-down perspective, a planning perspective, but then also sloped so that it can kind of be walked across like this. And here we approach the temple on the downslope. So yeah, we're connecting, we're separating the wilds to the north, which is why the wall is on the north side of the road. And this is partly inspired by a project that was designed as a proposal. I don't think the designers thought it was likely that it would ever be adopted. The greater point was to present ideas, a different way to think about the border. And the plan they had was a huge transportation line that ran along the U.S. and Mexico border. So you would designate a swath as a special project that was kind of its own right of way. It would probably be, there would have to be all sorts of legal agreements and decisions made politically for it to happen, jurisdictional control and all that stuff. But the idea was to have along the entire U.S.-Mexico border to have a combined transportation line. And by combined, I mean complex and multifaceted, that you'd have a railway that ran along there, a highway that ran along there that had, rest stops that, could have like duty-free stores and stuff. Again, that would all have to be decided, but included in the plan was the idea of having park systems and bike paths, hiking trails, so that the entire border, instead of being a no man's land of scorched desert that was unused and lifeless, you would have an admittedly very linear swath of combined use, transportation, entertainment, food. You'd obviously you could have hotels along there, and conceivably gambling and stuff. The big challenge is all political, and that's why I said they probably didn't think it was realistic. Well, reading about it, I should speak with more confidence. I think what I read was an interview with someone who's part of the project or whatever. Anyways, well, yeah, it's kind of a 2-day travel. We're here at the East End now. There's some cave down there. And this East End kind of just ends here at the desert. Yeah, a wall going through a desert is pretty boring. And it would be, I mean, it could be impressive because any sense of scale can be impressive, and really I think height gets us the most as humans. We're more used to dealing with the flat lines of the horizon and roads and the ground being so gravity affected as we are. God, I talk like a weirdo sometimes, like an alien. I apologize. There's good reason for that. So anyways, yeah, this already seems cool to me because we've got this road and the start of the wall that kind of jumps up this ridge. It kind of skirts by. I mean, there's a little bump here, obviously, and I'm probably going to build this up so that the top is more level and even. But yeah, there's the Hanging City. I guess Hanging City is actually a pretty good. It's obviously not. It's most of it doesn't hang. Like, it's just the vines that hang, right? But the way it's built upwards to hold the cross beams, whether it's copper or lumber, so delicately and outward from the foundation. Boy, I'm really geeking out on the architecture, huh? And the way it, lifts up to hold some bits of earth for growing trees, like pots. And yeah, the vines are really helping now to make me think that the Hanging City might be a good name. We're also gonna be. What does that mean? We should populate that? That might be a fun project. I guess creative mode is. Boy, should I try and lure villagers over here? I mean, I could certainly easily get beds and workstations and doors together. Alright, well, I should probably end the episode. See, the loose thread, if we want to weave this into a more coherent episode. The biggest loose thread is that architectural strategy, which is, it's one thing that you can just plop a hut on the landscape. There's a lot of good small shelters that look really cute, and you can even wedge into the landscape so they look nice. But I'm thinking, yeah, I've got a couple llamas from a trader who died, so I decided to tie them up. Sunset again. Okay, so we've got back to the city. I guess right now it's like a deserted city. This can, okay, yep. So if you line yourself up right in the center, you fall. So I put a little pool down here. Hey, there's fishies. Cool. To catch your fall. And that means this is also a pretty good way to get back up here. So, and then we can also get up. That's our little cheap elevator, is swimming. Oh yeah, can't get up directly from here, but if you swim, come on, swim. I'm still gonna leave. That helps. Yeah, got it. Okay. Oh, yep. So, yeah, and I'll probably be converting or concealing those chains. Haven't fully decided yet. I guess I'm leaning towards converting. I like the idea of having I think I've planned it out now so that there's a campfire every 50 blocks. Well, a chain every 10 blocks. A campfire is on top of that chain every 50 blocks. And for those, every other, so every 100 blocks. I should get underground, yep. Oh, there's... I'm guessing these walls should be enough. Doubt they can squeeze in through these. Well, they can. They can squeeze in through these cracks, but they've got to get the angle just right. So the probabilities are way down, friends. The probability, indubitably, the probability is down. I do declare. Yeah, I'm loving the sight lines from the city I built. Ooh, there's a fancy bow. We've got these amazing, caverns and cracks and stuff. popping up. There's the first wall I built around the village area. I should expand the village at some point, but we may. I think the part of the whoops. Okay. Oh, I'm not hungry yet. Okay, I will be soon. Yeah, the light's doing a better job keeping monsters away these days. That's for sure. Oops, ouch. So, what was I saying? Oh, okay. Yeah. If you want a quick history of architecture, like wide, overview, it who knows where we started, trees, caves, um probably a lot of caves, which that is very environment responsive. Like, hey, there's some natural shelter, let's use that. And that, I'm sure that was very common for a lot of our uh, ancestral development, because humans, being probably the most innovative species that we've discovered, um, we are yeah, we can work hard, but we would be much larger beasts if that was our primary evolutionary path. No, our niche is adaptation, taking advantage of resources and manipulation of our environment, and um, working smarter, not harder necessarily. And working together, of course, that's a strong aspect of our species. So, anyways, the amazing point of this design. Oh, and then you can shift away with that, with which what I was starting to describe, like teepees, igloos, tents, simple huts, houses, shacks, lean-tos. One of the oldest types of architecture we find is something we call a dolmen, which would just be actually, I've built this to pretty clearly demonstrate that the sandstone block, this smooth cut sandstone block here, are like vertical pillars of stone, and the more natural sandstone across is like a cut slab of stone. And so this is like, could be seen as just three pieces that builds a doorway, an archway, an overhang, a ceiling of sorts. And yeah, that's one of the simplest architectural constructions you can make, is to, obviously a lean-to or a teepee can be argued as simpler, but this uses gravity in kind of the simplest way possible. I don't know, those things can be argued. I should get a shield at some point, but I really haven't mined or. Oh, I don't have an easy way up right there yet. Oh, the vines are getting down on the corners. It's nice. So, anyways, this what I was trying to work around to is that a lot of modern architecture finds some sort of balance in between those two, of either completely responding or using the environment as shelter to building something not well from scratch with materials. The materials would be from the environment normally. In fact, that's a part of postmodernism is trying to more locally source things. Maybe not postmodernism, but something else that came after that. But anyways, of course, a big part of modern architecture is not it responds to the environment around it, and a lot of times the big money plans are in cities, and the environment around it is the city. So many times your design is a design in response to designs around it, in that you're trying to define the shape, the spaces of the city, and respond to the styles around it. Sometimes to mimic and reflect it, and other times to defy it or argue with it in a way. Cities can be seen as design discussions or design battles between architects in a way, and civil, and city planners, civil engineers. Well, that's a road. I guess, yeah, I wanted to show you this point before I move further. So I did a whole bunch of work in here for a couple weeks, on and off. I did the outside line first, and then I did perpendicular lines with the gold. No, then I counted it and marked the every 5 with obsidian, every 10 with chains. Yeah, I forgot to mention the obsidian. Anyways, it's a whole process, and I decided to do each step with a different material so that it was a visible process. But now the next parts of the process are going to be concealing this bottom layer, because we're going to be building wall up on this side, and I'm probably going to be laying some rubble or dirt down on some of these surfaces so that some of this blends in more with the surroundings. And for this part, it'll probably be a lot of red sand that I may lay down as if it blew up next to the wall and collected over time. So, well, I guess the next part is probably the wall. And then I'll be doing this stuff. I guess maybe it would help my design process to answer which came first, the wall or the road. But in some ways, I'm trying to have the design process be true to the story, or at least resonate, even if one is thematic and one is logistic. But does that answer my question? So I guess my point is, it would make sense that the order I build these are the order that they were built in the world by whoever built them in the story. But I guess part of what underlies what I'm saying is that I'm not in the story. I'm not the one who built this. I don't know where that little zombie is. It must be underground here somewhere. Must be over a cave. But part of what I like about this project is trying to do this quickly in creative. Obviously saves me a lot of time versus doing it in survival. But once this is finished, this is a giant landmark that I'm going to be able to see from many, many chunks that surround it. So if I shift into a survival mode sort of play, even if it's way towards like the RPG style, This is going to be a huge asset because it's going to be a visible... Oh, where are you? Well, I think you burned in the sun. Well, the city too, but the wall and the road, they're going to be functionally helpful for navigation and travel. I may build a mine cart across here, and that would give me kind of a fast travel system that would save a lot of time. The length is enough that, yeah, I want to have a portal near the city here somewhere, maybe in the caves or down, way down in the pit here. And then we got to get far enough away that it'll make a different portal in the nether linked up down there. Whoop. This, I think I put this water here, but that hole was natural. Hey, guy. Oh, you coming for me? I don't think you're going to do very well. Oh, you coming in? You're not very good at swimming. It's good for me. Okay. Out of your hungry misery. Speak for yourself, huh? Bread, 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 bread. Yeah, the difference is that you eat me. Oh, I suppose I do eat them sometimes, don't I? Huh. Existential crisis. I need to figure out the differences between myself and zombies in Minecraft. I suppose that is one of the underlying Lovecraftian horrors that defines this game, that the general public is almost completely unaware of. The Endermen are admittedly really cute creepypastas. There's some cute sanitized creepypastas. Alright, that is a good time. One day we might have a bustling metropolis in the Hanging City. For now it's a ghost town. And our wall may loom large at some point. I think we'll be building it out of just these simple materials. Kind of bricks moving upward, and then with some cracked and crumbled and more natural, like repacked black stone around its base. And we'll be pulling the top up in areas that may be crumbled down to nothing, but for most of this we're going to want a wall that's a reasonable height to try and keep out threats, even like stuff you might ride, which we're aware of a few different mounts in the Minecraft universe. So, oh my gosh, it is so much longer than I was intending with all the yammering and the diddly scambling and the verbal diuretics. Insert catchphrase here. Or here is also appropriate. Insert catchphrase here.